crueles y inhumanos, a quien recibiría cargos por todos los actos cometidos por esta agencia. Exigimos y pedimos se abra una investigación a GEO por parte de la ciudad de Aurora para checar todas las violaciones que hay en sus instalaciones. ¿Quién dará explicaciones por falta de atención médica de calidad, muertes de hombres, mujeres y niños, abusos laborales y aislamientos solitarios, abusos de discriminación a la comunidad transgénero, 4.500 abusos sexuales de niños en 4 años? Exigimos una investigación a GEO, CCA, por todas las infracciones. Who will be held to account for all the violations, such as the 4,500 sexual abuses of children in the last 4 years, abuses and discrimination against the transgender community, labor abuses and solitary confinement, the death of men, women, and children. 2 people have died in the Aurora Detention Center. The lack of medical attention and quality medical attention. We demand an investigation of GEO for all of these infractions. You were all asked to write a sign that expresses why you're here tonight. And we invite you to read your sign and tell us why you are here. So this time we're going to start down at that end. And anyone who wants to speak up, let's just come up the line and they can read their sign or give a phrase for why they're here.
For folks who are just tuning in, or if you've been with us, this is Alex. I'm here with Unicorn Riot outside the Aurora Ice Processing Center. It is a for-profit institution. It is privately owned, and there are 1,500 beds in this facility, so they might all be full. This facility, well, the reason why there is a large gathering here tonight is to highlight certain things about this facility, as well as the increasing border crisis down at the U.S. Mexico border, the mistreatments happening in these detainment facilities, and at the outdoor ones that are down south under underpasses and bridges, all the families that have been separated and continue to be separated, and of all of the abuses that have been going on allegedly for the kids and to other family members. This facility itself has a class action lawsuit against it, which was filed in 2014, and there are over 60,000 former and possibly current detainees who are part of that lawsuit. And that lawsuit alleges that people inside are forced to work and to help run the facility for at most $1 a day. And the ACLU also just recently, I believe in the last week, filed a lawsuit against this facility for not releasing enough information about someone who died in their custody 2 years ago. There have also been a lot of chicken pox outbreaks here, about 3 in the past 6 months. There are about 100 people here tonight to highlight these problems. And right now they're going down the line of people and explaining why they are all individually here tonight. Would any of you like to say why you're here to the camera?
I'll say why I'm here.
You can state your name if you want and just say why you're here.
Who is this for?
Unicorn Riot. We're an independent, horizontally run nonprofit media organization.
Okay. I'm Terry Wilcox-Burke, and I'm here today because I am disgusted and quite sad that this is what we've become. This is a violation of human rights. Children, mothers, dads, it's disgusting, and it's got to stop. This, I think, in some ways is worse than other things that have happened in this great country, because we've actually separated them from their family. They came here seeking asylum, they came here legally, and some people don't understand that, and it's astounding to me that they're not educated enough to understand that or actually read the rules about asylum. And so I feel like I'm pretty powerless to stop what's happening. In some ways I do what I can, and this is one way of showing support, and that there are people who care here and people who want it to stop.
What are your thoughts about the increased raids that might happen this weekend?
It's disturbing. And what do they plan on doing with these people after they gather them up? They're already living in horrendous conditions. We know that to be a fact. What are they planning on doing with them, and why?
They're going to deport them.
Well, maybe after a time, but usually there's a spell of time, and we're already overloaded. What is the point of doing that? Yeah, I'm mad, frustrated.
Thank you for sharing.
I'll talk to
Okay, yeah.
Hi, my name's Sally Madsen. I know this day, this is kind of a, not just here in Denver, but was a call to action from No Más Muertes in Tucson, because today is the longest, hottest day of the year in the desert. I spent a week down in Tucson doing kind of a border witness and seeing the situation down there, and it's criminal. And humanitarian aid is not a crime, should never be a crime. While it's good that Scott Warren was not convicted of a crime for leaving water, he also wasn't totally acquitted. And even that makes me sick. So I really came out. This situation is terrible, the whole situation is terrible, but today I'm here because of the solstice and No Más Muertes asking for the support.
Thank you for sharing.
Hi. I'm Cindy. Cindy, I'm Dale.
Hi, Dale. Nice to meet you. Are you with the press?
Abolish ICE.
Do you want to say
Take it
anything
down.
else?
Yeah. Our taxpayer dollars are... My sign messed up. Our taxpayer dollars are going towards family separation, assaults, violation of human rights, concentration camps, torture, trauma, not to mention, like, horrible abuses that we don't even know what's going on. I don't want my tax dollars going to that. We need to abolish ICE. We need to get rid of a system that doesn't work.
And what do you think about like Scott Warren and the other people in No Más Muertes who have been like prosecuted
For
Even though they've
helping?
been found
For
not
helping?
guilty?
Alright,
Yeah.
so
I think
if
that's
you
absurd.
Can hear me,
That's
I
absolutely
need
absurd.
everybody from. I'm gonna pick a random person. That sign, ICE, is the real murderers and rapists. Hold that sign up. Okay, cool. So everybody from back behind this sign, you're going all the way up towards the front, towards the end of that line. So just make one line and keep going all the way up front. Follow the line leader. So everybody behind this person, follow me. Follow me. There we go. Bring your signs, leave your shoes. Follow me. There we go.
Okay. I know. Here. Here, greedy butt.
Follow instructions real quick. All the way down there. We're going to do some marching and some chanting so they can hear it inside. Leave the shoes. Leave the shoes. Yeah, you guys stay where you're at. Don't move.
Too big. I still love Colorado. I've been here forever. It took forever for a job. No, but I always find a job. Don't worry about that. And also,
Giving rides, Carlton?
So we are still here in Denver, outside the Aurora processing facility, where 1,500 people are inside. At this facility, there have been a lot of inhumane practices. There is a lawsuit that was filed in 2014 that alleges that that detainees were forced to work and help run the facility for $1 a day. And so there are lots of reasons why this community is here tonight outside this facility.
Melt the toxic ice! 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 Melt the toxic.
Okay. We need more pet people.
Come on, Tay. The megaphones.
Where's your megaphone, Tay?
I forgot it at home. I didn't. I wasn't organizing this service. So.
He's got the megaphone.
We're doing teacher voice. She's
That's just the echo.
No more raids! 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 No more raids!
No more raids! No more raids! No more raids!
No more raids! No more raids! No more raids! No more raids! No more raids! No more raids! No more raids! No more raids! No more raids! No more raids! No more raids! No more raids! No more raids! Children's rights are human rights. Children's rights are human rights. Immigrants' 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 rights are human rights. Immigrant.
I think there might be like 150 people here now outside the Aurora Ice Processing Center in Aurora, Colorado, right outside Denver. And they've been chanting "No more raids." And that has to do with the raids that are supposedly happening this weekend in 10 major cities across the country. It's called Family Op. Trump tweeted a few days ago that he wants to deport millions of people.
No more raids! No ICE! Abolish 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 ICE!
So I think we're now walking towards a main intersection up here.
Abolish ICE! 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 Abolish ICE!
It's been raining this whole time, but it hasn't downpoured yet. Thanks everyone for watching our coverage. If you want to read more about our coverage on immigrants' rights issues, on the sanctuary movement, on the border crisis, on asylum seekers, you can go to unicornriot.ninja. And if you support this type of coverage, you can click on our Support Our Work tab to help us continue covering these topics. For folks who might just be tuning in, there are about 200 people here outside the GEO ICE detention facility in Aurora, Colorado.
ICE has got to go! Hey, hey! Whoa, whoa! ICE has got to go! Hey, hey!
This large group is here to highlight the mistreatment that goes on in facilities like this one, as well as to highlight the impending raids that are going to be happening this weekend.
ICE has got to go! Hey, hey! Whoa, whoa!
And to highlight the continued family separations and deportations.
Got to go! Hey, hey! Whoa, whoa! ICE has got to go! Hey, hey! Whoa, whoa! ICE has got to go! Hey, hey! Whoa, whoa! ICE has got to go! Hey, hey!
And we are now reaching a major intersection.
Hey, hey! Whoa, whoa! ICE has got to go! Hey, hey! Whoa, whoa! ICE has got to go! Hey, hey! Whoa, whoa! ICE has got to go! got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho!
I hope so.
Ice has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho!
And this facility is very massive. In the last few years, they just built an extension.
Ice has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice has got to go! Ice has got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Ice people united will never be divided. The 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 people united will never be divided.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
That was sweet. A little louder. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
With education down, down. With deportation up, up. With education down, down.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Up, up. With education down, down.
With deportation up, up. With education down, down. With deportation up, up. With education down, down. With deportation up, up. With education down, down. With deportation up, up. With education down, down. With deportation up, up. With education down, down. With deportation up, up. With education down, down. With deportation up, up. With education down, down. With deportation on ice. Defund 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 ICE.
What?
Defund ICE.
What?
Defund ICE. 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 Defund ICE.
The rain's definitely starting to come down hard, but there's still about 200 people here.
Defund ICE. Defund ICE. Defund ICE. Defund ICE. Defund ICE. Defund ICE. Defund ICE.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. These deportations got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. These deportations got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. These deportations got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. These deportations got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
I think we are heading back to the main entrance of the facility.
Deportations got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. These deportations got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. These deportations got to go.
If you've been watching this from the beginning, thank you for still watching. If you're new, this is Alex with Unicorn Riot. I'm here in Aurora, Colorado, outside the GEO ICE detention facility. There's about 200 community members here highlighting the injustices that they see as going on inside this detention facility, along with all the other ones across the country, as well as highlighting the impending raids happening this weekend, all of the separations of families and deportations.
These deportations have to go, hey, hey. Ho, ho. These deportations have to go, hey, hey. Ho, ho. These deportations have to go, hey, hey. Ho, ho. These deportations have to go, hey,
This facility is the only ICE detention facility in Colorado, and it's privately owned and it's for profit. There are 1,500 beds inside, and over the past 6 months there have been a few chickenpox outbreaks, and there have been hunger strikes from folks inside who were protesting and trying to bring attention to the outbreaks. There's also a class action lawsuit with about over 60,000 people signed up for that against this facility. Supportive. Right now we're on a main intersection of 30th and Peoria.
There's a lot more consistent. It's good. I don't.
Alright, the train went by, so we're gonna get to the crossing. But the class action lawsuit against this GEO ICE facility here in Aurora is due to the fact that people inside are forced to help run the facility for at most $1 a day. And so, and if they don't comply with that, they're further mistreated or they can be put in solitary confinement. So this gathering is very much about showing that there are many people in the community who are not in approval of this facility or the treatment inside. And definitely not they don't approve of the raids that are happening this weekend. And not in approval of the border wall, many chants about no raids. Right now there's one about no wall.
No ban, no wall, sanctuary for all.
And no immigration ban.
No wall, sanctuary
There
for
are
all.
children here, all sorts of age range here. There's a dog as well. As you can see, the clouds are really dark. It's been raining the whole time, but it has not downpoured yet. However, I think this might be ending soon, so that we miss that downpour that might be coming.
Sanctuary for all. No ban, no wall. Sanctuary for all. No ban, no wall. Sanctuary for all.
Right now in Colorado, there are 4 women who are in sanctuary from deportation. And we're actually working on a video series about these women and about the sanctuary movement that will be coming out next month.
No ban, no wall. Sanctuary for all. No ban, no wall. Sanctuary for all. We love you. We love you.
There are people inside waving. It's hard to see, but in that center window with the bars over it, those are people inside waving. There have also been 2 deaths inside this facility, and the ACLU recently filed a lawsuit against this facility because they weren't releasing all of the information pertaining to one of the individuals.
Welcome here. Immigrants are welcome here. Immigrants are welcome here.
Oh, and I think there are more folks through these bars.
We love you. 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 We love you.
There are folks who are in this facility right now who are waving and who seem really excited to see people.
We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you.
They look pretty young. I would guess they're in their early 20s.
We love you. 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 We love you.
This person's putting up thumbs up.
We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you.
And everyone is chanting, "We love you."
We love you. 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 We love you.
Hold up.
Their sign, they put a sign up and it says help. They want us to be able to help them, and the way that we do that is by making sure that we are holding elected officials accountable, but also making sure, especially if you have white privilege, that you use it. You have to we are utilized. They see us, and they are there seeing us, and so we are going to recite the Asada Shakur back to them. And you repeat after me. Fist up.
One of the signs says 7 months, so that person's been in there for 7 months.
And then every time we say it, on the second time we say it a little louder. On the third time we say it so everybody in this building can hear us.
I know.
Just follow after me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
Blow too loud, lower. It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and protect one another.
We must love and protect one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
This time it's a little louder. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty
They're showing
to
that they
win.
have the Bibles with them.
To win.
We must love and protect each other.
We must love and protect each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
So this last time, everybody in this damn facility better hear you. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and protect one another.
We must love and protect one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We love you.
We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you.
They're trying to write messages and put them up to the window.
We love you. We love you. We love you.
They're chanting love you.
We see you.
Would anyone
We see you.
feeling
We see you.
people?
We see you. We see you. We see you. We see you. We see you.
I guess I've been to like
We see
tons of marches, but it's like I've never cried at a march, and it's
We see you.
yeah, I don't know, it's
you. We see
it's totally different. It's like
We see you.
yeah, and I'm just staring at people's faces, and
ICE. Abolish 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 ICE.
He said
Abolish ICE.
Abolish ICE. So that's what he wants. for over up to 6 months.
Someone over there had
That's right. Let them out. What? 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 Let them out. Louder. Let them out. Louder. Let them out. What? 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 Let them out. 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 Si se puede. 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 Si se
If you're just tuning in, this is Alex with Unicorn Riot. We're outside the GEO ICE detention facility in Aurora, Colorado.
Si se puede. Si se
I
puede.
have another sign over here. I can't read it. Oh, it was there. I seen it. I was there. I'm not tripping. It was there.
And these are some people that are inside the GEO ICE detention facility. They're showing us signs and they're writing things on paper. They're expressing their love and gratitude for the folks here tonight. Some of these folks inside are writing how long they've been inside. Some of them have been here for 7 months. They're trying to communicate certain things.
Back it up just a little bit. We can't see it. We can't. Take it back. Pull it back.
They're showing some books they're reading.
There we go. Oh, no, back. Take it back. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, God damn it. Yes, that was the Bible.
They're showing the Bible and other books they're reading inside.
They're showing the Bible.
Abolish ICE. 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 Abolish ICE.
So we are still outside the GEO ICE detention facility in Aurora, Colorado, where for just about 10 minutes we were able to see some folks that are inside they were communicating with mouthing, with writing stuff down, with showing us sheets of paper, and now some GEO ICE officers have
Quit your job! 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 Quit your job!
You're just gonna ignore it and act like it doesn't exist? What? Seriously, how do you go home to your family and explain this shit to your kids?
Quit your job! Quit your
They said we need to stay on the sidewalk because we were all standing on the grass so we could be closer to the people who are inside.
Mexico to Palestine, border walls are a crime. Mexico to Palestine, border walls are a crime. Mexico to Palestine,
Border walls are a crime. Mexico to Palestine. Border walls are a crime.
from Mexico to Palestine, border walls are a crime. From Mexico
To Palestine.
border walls are a crime. To Palestine. From Mexico to Palestine.
Border walls are a crime. I know you guys have a conscience. Fucking quit, leave. Stand up.
Palestine.
I'm not sure they do.
Quit your job, guys.
I mean, that's
To
Palestine.
Palestine.
Do something else. Quit your job.
From Mexico to Palestine.
Stop upholding justice.
I can do it.
Yeah, if you want to state your name and just
Yeah.
say why you're here.
My name is June Churchill. Man, there's so many reasons why I'm here, but most of all because fuck the fascists. Like, they've got people in detention who have no reason to be in detention. They should get freed immediately, let out, and all these fuckers should be arrested. I mean, we can talk about fucking the cops and everything, but basically, this is immoral, it's unjust, it's fascist. We have concentration camps right here in the United States, and this hasn't happened since the 50s. And we need them shut down, we need ICE shut down, and I don't know what else you could say. It's immoral.
How did it feel to see people inside?
Oh, it's fucking horrifying. Like, I hear about it, but to actually see them there and have the first time they hold up say help on it. Like, you can't be a good person and fucking guard them and keep them in there. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Especially because it's worse for even other prisoners in the system who aren't being held here in Aurora, who are being held in camps in the desert, or, you know, who are trans prisoners who are being sexually assaulted and threatened and beaten every day. You know, or other prisoners who are kept, you know, without a warrant, without a crime, and who die every single day in these facilities. These facilities shouldn't exist, and that's why I'm here.
Thank you for speaking.
No peace. No justice. No
It looks like the GEO officers are trying to strategize something because although everyone moved to the sidewalks, there are still about 30 to 40 folks just standing here chanting. And the officers seem kind of uneasy right now. They keep talking on their walkie-talkies.
No justice, no peace. No racist police. 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 No justice, no peace. No justice, police. No justice, no peace. No racist police. Quit your job. Quit your job. Quit your job. Quit your job.
are still outside the facility in Aurora, Colorado. This event started at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It started with about 50 people, and then nearly 200 people ended up coming out. There was a big march down to Peoria on 30th, where a major intersection is, that you can see right over there. And now all these folks are chanting right outside the facility, where just about 5 minutes ago we were able, or folks here were able to try to communicate with the people inside. They were standing up by the barred windows.
Power to the people. No one is illegal.
And it seems that most of the folks here for the gathering left, but there's still about 50 people here chanting and holding space.
No one is illegal. Power to the people. 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 No one is illegal. Ho ho. ICE has got to go. Hey hey. Ho ho. ICE has got to go. Hey hey. Ho ho. ICE has got to go. Hey hey. Ho ho. ICE has got to go. Hey hey. Ho ho.
I'm trying to figure out what the officers are communicating about. I don't know if they're gonna have a dispersal order at some point. Everyone's just on the sidewalk chanting though, so. So now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people. It looks like they might be trying to say a dispersal order and then might be trying to arrest people. The police have showed up. The people are wearing blue gloves. There has not been a dispersal order yet, though. All they said so far was that we needed to get off of the grass. The sidewalk is public property, however, any of the greenery is federal. But if everyone here is just staying on the sidewalk, then it's fine. But all these police are starting to show up. They might just be here to watch to see what happens if things intensify, but I guess we'll see if they end up doing a dispersal order or not. If you appreciate our coverage tonight, you can go to unicornriot.ninja and click on our Support Our Work tab. We are not able to cover content like this without the support from you all. And you can see all of our other coverage of content similar to this at our website at unicornriot.ninja.
No racist police. No justice, no peace. 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 No justice, no peace.
It seems like they're just talking about a strategy. It doesn't really seem, I don't know. I guess I can't really totally guess because I'm all the way over here, but it seems like they're pretty casually talking over there, so.
No justice, no peace. No racist police. 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 No justice.
You dropped it like right when you were crossing the light rail and
Eventually, it's not like
Quit your job! Quit your job!
Quit your job.
Quit your job! 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 Quit your job!
So there's 4 GEO officers right here.
Quit your job!
They've been out
Quit your job! Quit your job! Quit
a little
your
while.
job! Quit your job! Quit your job!
They haven't said anything.
Quit your job! 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 Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE! Abolish ICE!
Well, it's kind of losing steam.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing.
Because it wasn't the purpose was right. Front the kids. Right.
But that's good that we do.
It's fun. I think that's really nice.
All right, a third police vehicle has arrived, but they're still just talking over there, strategizing. People over here are just chanting and staying on the sidewalk though, so
Okay.
most of the people have left, but there's still about 50 community members here just to highlight what's going on in this facility and across the country, about how at this facility it's allegedly this facility forces the people inside to do all the work for $1 a day. And there is a class action lawsuit against this facility for that reason. There have also been a few outbreaks of chickenpox here in the past 6 months, and 2 deaths. Earlier this week, 3 people actually escaped from here, but I'm not sure what happened to those people. It was a really beautiful moment when some of the people inside came up to these barred windows, and community members on the outside were able to communicate through writing things down and through showing love sign and peace sign and fist up, and a lot of people were crying, and it was a pretty powerful moment. Some of the people were holding up signs of how long they've been inside. One of the people held up a sign that said they've been in there for 7 months.
Make it feel like a fucking man. Tearing families apart.
Some of the reasons why this group came together tonight was to show their disagreement for the impending raids that are going to be happening in 10 major cities across the country. And that operation is called Family Op.
Do this fucking job. He can go be an EMT, he can be a firefighter. He wants to be like a Nazi. And he can actually do something different. Instead, he's working for this place with this fucking GEO group guarding this facility that shouldn't fucking exist.
Fucking tough. Quit your job. Quit your job. Pathetic.
Just walk away from this fucking job, dude. You can make money anywhere, man. Doing anything. There's always money to be made. This is not the be-all, end-all of your existence. It's working for the fucking GEO group, locking these people up, man.
Does it feel good to tear families apart? The wrong side.
They have an opportunity to quit. You can quit
Yeah, this isn't where you want to be in 40 years, dude. It's not. When you put your kids to bed, this is not the fucking stories you want to tell them.
Doesn't have to happen. You can quit. Take your
No,
ID off
he
right
knows.
now.
He knows what fucking right. They all know what we're
Walk away.
The children that are taken from their families are going to have problems for the rest of their lives. You wouldn't want your kids taken away from you.
You know this place
It's
isn't right,
heartbreaking.
man. You know what's happening here can't be justified. This is fucked up.
Outbreaks of meningitis, people in quarantine.
Sexual abuse.
Y'all can't hide it. It's abuse.
There's going to be an entire generation of people just fucking disappearing because of all this shit.
Jobs up right here. You could be a fire alarm installer.
Honestly, you probably get paid more too. Really. You're getting paid jack fucking shit to hurt people.
You wouldn't have to lock kids up as a utility construction
You wouldn't have to watch them press their hands against the glass. You wouldn't have to watch them press their hands against the glass, asking for us to help them. You would never have to see things like that if this wasn't your job.
That's not something you'd have to carry with you the rest of your life.
What are their crimes?
Yeah, what do they do? What are their crimes? What do they do? What do these
They're
children do
children
wrong?
back home, wanting to make a fucking dollar, just like everybody else.
They were born in the wrong place? That's what they did wrong, so now they gotta lock them
Skin's the
up?
wrong color. They speak the wrong language.
They're just kids, man. They're just kids.
They didn't have a choice where they were born. They didn't have a choice what happened to them.
They're just babies.
Quit your job.
If you were in there, would you think it was justified?
They're kids.
They came here to escape violence in their own country, and you locked them up in jail.
They're just kids.
This is American conditions.
These kids should be in school. They should be with their families. They should be doing kid stuff, watching television, reading books, learning, enjoying
Playing
their
outside.
childhood. They're in prison. Let these kids go.
That's right. Quit your job.
Just kids.
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed about this. I'm glad.
Now, who's gonna quit? Which one of you is gonna quit? We'll cheer when you quit. Maybe we'll leave if you quit.
Just need one.
See, we're not even getting paid for this if we're here. Because we're on the right side and we know it.
Right.
We don't have to get paid to be here.
That's right.
I tell
You
what,
have the
if
choice
any
to
of you
leave.
want to
Those
quit your
kids
job now, I will definitely help you get a better paying job.
Quit right now and I'll buy you a beer. Let's go.
Be a man. Shake his hand. Get a better job. Shake his hand right now.
Guaranteed. Come shake my hand and leave the job and get a better job.
right now. Take your badge off.
No, you don't think I can? Bet. Bet. I can get you a better paying job here. You don't have this.
Do you feel responsible for those deaths? Because you should.
We're just making them feel better. Can you get a job somewhere else?
Why are you doing this?
Maybe you could dance for Chippendale.
How do you explain that you're locking up little innocent children?
Yeah, how'd you come to
How
this?
is part of this atrocity?
That's like their post.
That is their
Little
point.
guys
Yeah, he's
live
halfway
an easy
there.
life. We all face really tough decisions every day. It's not easy, but you have to make that choice with yourself. Whether you're okay with children being in here, pounding against the wall, saying desperately that they've been locked up there for 6 months without their families. Do you want to be a part of that? Do you want to be a part of that? Or do you want to be part of something different? You can just walk away. There are other jobs. There are so many jobs. Colorado is growing. It is booming. There is no excuse. If you have any humanity left in you, just join us.
Yeah.
Just
quit
leave
your
this
job.
fucking place.
We've got record unemployment in Denver right now.
Quit your job.
They're just looking to hire people.
They
everywhere.
are.
Dispensaries are hiring.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
RTD has benefits.
RTD is hiring.
hiring.
You can still wear a uniform.
I think electricians make
They
good
make
money.
money.
Electricians get better money.
Honestly, listening jobs.
So for about 15 or so minutes, folks have been talking with the GEO officers, trying to reason with them, but the GEO officers are most likely trained not to respond, so they've just been kind of standing there quietly. The police officers, 2 of the cars left. There's still 1 police car. I'm assuming it's Aurora Police. I can't see from this angle. And they're still talking with the GEO officers. But it does seem like there aren't going to be any arrests right now. There has still not been a dispersal order, but I think it's because everyone's just chanting and talking, so there's not a reason to call for dispersal. Well, I think I'm going to be going down in a few minutes. Thank you so much to everyone who's been watching this stream. Folks have been here tonight highlighting all of the mistreatments that happened in this facility and in other facilities across the country, as well as highlighting the impending raids that are supposed to be happening this weekend in 10 major cities, including Denver.
Quit your job! 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 Quit your job!
And if you appreciate this coverage, you can go to unicornriot.ninja and click on the Support Our Work tab.
There was 5 years between concentration camps and death camps in Nazi Germany. 5 years.
Blood on your hands. You take a shower at night and you can't wash off that dirty feeling. There's not a drink strong enough to make you forget what you did.
Just refuse.
They're not criminals.
Just say
They're
no.
not criminals.
Refuse to follow orders. Walk away. You have freedom. They don't have.
That's right.
You have the freedom to
That
get
is right.
out of here right now. You can come over here. They can't leave. They're locked in there. You guys can come right now and join us.
The only prison is in your own mind
That's
right now.
right. You're here by your choice.
Go do something else. You don't have to like us. You just have to not do
It's the
this.
same story over and over and over again, and you are part of it, and you are on the wrong side.
Can you do this your whole life? You're gonna last your whole life.
If we have any
So quit now.
Quit
your job. Quit your job. Quit your job. How can you quit your job?
This is not that great of a job. It cannot be that great of a job.
Dude, your uniforms don't even look like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice that they
That's true.
It's nice that they match them with the gloves, but.
Hey, I work with kids too. Any of those kids give you a hug today? Any of them care about you?
Quit your
They
job.
hate you.
They're going to remember you their whole lives. When they grow up, they're going to tell their kids about you.
Is this the land of freedom where we lock up children for not committing a crime?
Or is this the land where we stop, where we take a
Is this the
stand?
America that you support? The one that locks up.
So I think this it's not really back and forth, but I think the communication one way from the community members is going to keep going for a while. I don't think anything's going to intensify because there's only one police car now, and it seems like these folks are just going to stand out here until the community members leave. Everyone's on the sidewalk, they're just chanting, they're trying to reason with the guards and explain to them that they don't need to be doing this job. But the main reason why these community members came out tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, there were about 200 people. Names were read out loud of people who have died in detention and crossing the desert, in the Sonora Desert, to come to the United States. And then there was a march to a main intersection right near the facility. And then on our way back to closer to the facility, we were all able to see people inside these windows that are barred. And it was a really beautiful moment for about 10 minutes, and then these guards came out. We are in Aurora, Colorado, at the Aurora GEO ICE detention facility. There are 1,500 beds in this facility, and they may be all full. But if they're not full with the raids that are going to be happening this weekend, they might end up filling up, but we will see. Thank you all for watching. We're going to be releasing a series of videos about the 4 women in sanctuary from deportation in places of worship in Colorado. We're going to be releasing a series of videos about them coming out next month. We appreciate every single person who tunes into our live streams, who reads our content.
Hour starts at 7. You can come work. You can still work it, kids.
They probably no, stay away.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
So on average, $14. You guys get paid on average $14. $24 up to $24.
What do they have to do to get 24 though?
How many kids do you have to meet to get to $24 an hour? I bet that's a lot of kids. Boy, to get up there, you have to be an overachiever to lock up that many kids. Wow.
All right, thanks folks for watching.
What was it? Let my people go?
We are an independent.
Oh man, so you guys might make up to $24 an hour. While your CEO, chairman of your board, George Stoley, you know how much he's worth? $41 fucking million.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. You can visit us at unicornriot.ninja.